Gunshots, gunshots, gunshots. Jaguar Wright leaks Diddy's secret tapes. This right here is a video that I was watching, and it was real informative, and I had a lot of questions, but I figure I'll watch it with y'all, and y'all could help me get the answers, and at the same time, you know, I could enlighten you on some of the things that's being said and going on, and the evidence and tape and alleged evidence and alleged tapes. But let's get this thing rocking. If you subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you not subscribe, hit the notification bell. Like is a must button. Cash App is on the screen. You know what time it is. Let's get this party started. All right, you know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. We back. We in the house. This how we gonna do it. I'm gonna play this joint. I found this online, and it was real informative. Big shout out to Poster Hits. That's where I got this from. I'm just sharing different content that I watched that was informative to me with you, because maybe a lot of you haven't seen this either, and we're gonna watch it together. All right.
Footage of Bieber, Odell Beckham, and Trey Songz.
Yes.
Like, and Trey's like literally sitting there playing Lookout.
Playing Lookout as Justin Bieber goes down.
Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory.
Jaguar Wright has just confirmed some of our deepest fears about Diddy and Justin Bieber in a recent interview. The R&B artist, who was also a longtime backup singer for Jay-Z, has revealed shocking details alleging that Diddy didn't just use Justin for his own pleasure, but also passed him off to friends.
Yo, what do y'all think about this? I'm real curious. Please, somebody let me know what you think about this. I've been gone 26 years, so I don't know any of this. You know what I mean? So if y'all know anything about this, put it in the comments. Let me know. What do you think about that whole statement with Justin and Diddy from Jaguar?
In the wake of Diddy's arrest, Bieber has been trending, with unsettling videos of him circulating online. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Wright claims she has obtained unseen and disturbing tapes of Diddy and Bieber that could definitely put the bad boy executive away for good. Buckle up, and let's dive into the details. But before we get into the big reveal, we need to explore the jaw-dropping 15-year-long relationship between Diddy and Justin Bieber. The relationship. Jaguar Wright has been one of Diddy's most vocal critics, even before the public had any real insight into his secretive world. According to Jaguar, Diddy has allegedly mistreated several up-and-coming male artists, including Meek Mill. Meek recently went on a Twitter rant trying to dispel rumors about his involvement with Diddy, but Jaguar suggests that there are deeper truths behind the whispers. One of the biggest controversies centers around Justin Bieber, who started trending last year after Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy emerged. The lawsuit opened the door for a slew of disturbing allegations about Diddy, and people began to revisit Justin's time spent with him.
See, what the lawsuit did, right? Well, I think it did, the way it looked into me. You understand what I'm saying? The way it looked into me is that once the lawsuit dropped and he settled in less than 24 hours, the world that was watching felt like he was guilty. Because why else would he pay in 24 hours is what everyone said, right? So that was that. And then when he denied it and said that it was just a shakedown, no one, oh my gosh, said it was just a shakedown. But then now they turn around and they drop videos of him putting hands and feet on Cassie. So once the video dropped with the allegations that was made, then he lying, and then the hands and foot video, right there, everybody condemned him. Let's get back to this and see what's going on.
Initially, it seemed like speculation about Justin being negatively influenced by Diddy might have been exaggerated. However, with more information surfacing, it has become harder to dismiss the possibility that something unsettling was happening. In a recent interview with Storm Monroe, Jaguar Wright addressed these concerns, particularly a disturbing video of Justin Bieber with Odell Beckham and Trey Songz, where Justin appears to be in a compromising situation. Some fans brushed it off, suggesting Justin was possibly indulging in a dangerous lifestyle.
I remember when I saw that video on Instagram, somebody sent it to me and I was like, whoa, but, did y'all believe that video with him, Odell Beckham and Trey Songz allegedly looking out and what he was allegedly doing? Y'all put it in the comments and let me know.
Which is alarming considering he was surrounded by much older men encouraging harmful behavior. Jaguar Wright claims that what Justin was doing to Odell in that video was not as innocent as some might hope. According to her, it wasn't just drug-related, it was something far more disturbing, as Justin appeared to be performing oral intimate acts on Odell while
Did y'all see this when it was on Instagram?
Highly intoxicated. Jaguar points out that Trey Songz was reportedly acting as a lookout, ensuring that no one caught on to what was happening or filmed the incident, which only adds to the unsettling nature of the situation. Jaguar also highlighted Justin's troubling path, which she believes began during the infamous 48 hours he spent with Diddy. This period has gained attention because of a video where Diddy promises to buy Justin a Lamborghini and a house.
Let me ask you this. What did they expect Diddy to do positive in 48 hours to this 13, 14-year-old kid? Somebody let me know in the comments. What was their expectation? What was their expectation when they decided to drop the kid off with Diddy for 48 hours that would come out of that? Somebody put it in the comment. Could you turn somebody into a superstar in 48 hours? That's all I want to know. Put it in the comments.
Given all the revelations about Diddy's alleged behavior, many find it difficult to watch that video without imagining what Justin may have endured under the guise of Diddy's mentorship. Fans were especially shocked when Justin Bieber received a Lamborghini shortly after getting his driver's license.
Yo, he really gave him a Lamborghini like that one that he showed him and told him when he's 16 he'll give it to him? Do y'all think that's normal? If you got the bag like he got it. Do you think that's normal to give a strange 16-year-old kid that's not your biological, and you got other family members and friends that's around you, like, Wolf's mother was saying that he owed her $300,000. So instead of giving Wolf's mother the $300,000, they saying that he bought Justin Bieber a Lamborghini for $300,000? Does that make sense? Hold up. Let's get this thing back.
Which looked eerily similar to the one Diddy had promised him in a video. This raised a lot of eyebrows, with many questioning why Diddy would gift such a lavish car to a young artist like Justin.
Y'all put in the comments, tell me if you believe that, or why would he do that, or why wouldn't he do that, all right?
Speculation grew that this wasn't just an act of generosity, but something more transactional, with Diddy allegedly playing the role of a sugar daddy who rewarded his boy toy.
Did they just call Diddy a sugar daddy? Hold up. I'm gonna have to run that back when I'm finished.
With expensive gifts in exchange for something far more sinister. Considering the horrific details revealed in Cassie's lawsuit and the disturbing claims from Lil Rod about Diddy's behavior, some believe that Justin, being so young at the time, might have experienced even worse. Many pointed out how innocent and bright Justin looked in earlier footage, compared to his appearance less than a decade later.
Yeah, look how innocent he looked. Let's see what he looked like now a decade later.
Suggesting that whatever happened during those years seriously affected him. What's even more alarming is that the warning signs were always there. yet people are only piecing it together now. There's footage where Justin seems visibly uncomfortable and fumbling his words while speaking to Diddy, and some believe that behind the scenes, Justin's team had actually tried to keep him away from Diddy. Allegedly, they were concerned about how Diddy's influence was affecting Justin's mental and physical well-being, leading them to take precautions to protect him. That might explain why the dynamic between Diddy and Justin Bieber felt so awkward when Diddy eventually tracked him down, seemingly eager to continue their questionable relationship. There's footage where Diddy appears to pat Justin down, almost as if checking for wires. Whatever Diddy whispered to him during that moment, Justin ended the encounter with a quiet, "Love you," which raised even more red flags. Another key piece of the puzzle was Justin's noticeable shift toward alcohol and substance use after spending more time around Diddy. During Diddy's 2014 pyro party, Justin was seen holding a bottle that looked like aqua hydrate, a clear liquid beverage. But if you examine closely, the bottle contained a suspicious yellow liquid,
Isn't that Diddy
hinting that it might have been alcohol or something else entirely. Years later, Justin opened up about how tough that period of his life was. He described himself as hurting, unhappy, confused, angry, and feeling misled and misunderstood. This reflection points to the deep struggles he was facing, despite the outward image of living the high life during his career peak. While Diddy wasn't the sole cause of Justin's problems, his influence seems to have played a role. Justin entered the industry at such a young age without much protection or guidance, leaving him vulnerable to manipulation. And it's important to note, the people taking advantage of him were adults, which only makes the situation more troubling. In 2011, Justin Bieber, who was barely 17 at the time, found himself in an uncomfortable position during an interview with James Corden at the Brit Awards. While sitting next to Bieber, Corden made comments that many viewers found strange and invasive.
Y'all put in the comments if you think this question is strange and invasive, and a lot of other words. Put the other words that this is for a host of a show to ask a young teenage kid like this. Listen to this one. I watched this and couldn't believe it. That's why I had to share this with you.
Leaning in too close to the seemingly uneasy young teen, he asked, "Can I say this?
Listen.
You smell amazing. How old are you? Wow, look at your eyes." Bieber, who seemed unimpressed by the intrusive nature of the interview, simply replied, "I'll be turning 17 in 2 weeks." Corden's remarks and gesture blurred the lines of professionalism and raised concerns about boundaries in that particular interaction.
Do y'all think it did? Put it in the comments. I'm supposed to be a journalist. Well, I am a journalist, so I can't give my opinion. But y'all put in the comments if you think that blurred the line. Him telling this kid, "Yo, you smell good." Where they get this stuff from here?
The following year, at the 2012 American Music Awards, Bieber encountered another awkward situation. This time, it involved Jenny McCarthy, who, at 40 years old, held the then 18-year-old artist tightly by the neck and forced an unwanted kiss.
Look at his face when she kissed him. Is that SH? Is that somebody put in the comments? I mean, it's different because it's a beautiful woman doing it. I don't know. Somebody put in the comments.
Bieber's discomfort was evident, and during his acceptance speech, he candidly stated, "I feel so violated right now." In another instance, Bieber faced intrusive questions about personal topics that no young star should have to address. An interviewer asked him whether his parents had ever given him the talk. Evidently annoyed by the question, Justin called out the interviewer, questioning why a stranger would ask a 15-year-old such invasive questions. Justin Bieber's journey through the entertainment industry has been nothing short of harrowing. The fact that he emerged from such dark times speaks volumes about his strength and resilience. What's particularly unsettling is that those who should have been his protectors, figures like Usher and Diddy, often failed him in his most vulnerable moments. For context, Usher entered Justin's life just as he was starting his career in Atlanta. At only 13, Justin was navigating a world that was overwhelming and filled with potential pitfalls. His mother, Patty Mallette, had prayed fervently for her son to meet good people in the industry. When Usher and Scooter Braun arrived on the scene, she believed her prayers were answered.
Sometimes you have to be careful what you pray for. You hear what I said? Sometimes you have to be careful what you prayed for. His mother prayed for these type of people to come into his life, and then these are the allegations that happen once they did. And everything will come out in time. So until then, it's nothing more than allegations. Let's finish listening to her prayer and how her prayers turned out. So be careful what you pray for, because sometimes you might make an agreement with the devil instead of God.
However, she couldn't have predicted that they would ultimately lead Justin down a troubling path. Usher took Justin under his wing, mentoring him and even appointing a friend, Ryan Good, to be his swagger coach and road manager. But as Patty noted, this mentorship came at a cost. She felt herself losing control over her son, who was suddenly thrust into fame and fortune far beyond what anyone in their family had ever experienced. Justin, a young boy from a modest background, faced immense pressures as he became one of the most recognized figures in the world. Patty recognized that he needed grounding amid the chaos, but her access to him was limited during tours. This highlights a critical issue.
Hold up. Patty wasn't working. Justin is making hundreds of thousands of dollars on these tours, and her schedule didn't line up when they could have easily paid for her to come to watch her son. Or she could have demanded to go and watch her son. I'm just saying from a layman's point of view. All right?
While parents of child stars often face criticism for their roles in their children's careers, they are often no match to the predatory nature of the industry, which can be filled with vultures and wolves ready to exploit the young and vulnerable. Fast forward a few years, and Usher had introduced Justin to Diddy, marking the start of Justin's unsettling journey into a darker world. Rumor has it that Diddy wasted no time in taking Justin under his wing, but not in a way that truly mentored him. Instead, many believe Diddy was grooming Justin, much like he allegedly did with Usher. Diddy has a history of claiming legal guardianship over young artists, which he did with Usher while producing his first album. But instead of being a protector, Diddy exposed Usher to a lifestyle that was far from innocent. Usher has hinted at the severity of his experiences living with Diddy, suggesting that what he went through was likely worse than we could ever imagine.
Then why did you take Justin Bieber? Somebody explain that to me.
There are even whispers that Usher faced some harrowing situations that landed him in the hospital.
Then why did he take Justin Bieber?
John Deal, a former associate, has shed light on the disturbing dynamics at play, implying that Diddy might have subjected Usher and Justin to similar exploitative circumstances. He pointed out how Usher's relationship with Diddy could resemble a trauma bond, where Usher feels compelled to cover for Diddy despite the pain he might have endured. It's telling how Usher speaks about Diddy. His choice of words often seems measured, hinting at a fear of revealing too much about their complicated past. Usher has never publicly addressed the rumors about being Diddy's boy toy.
But even with the rumors, why bring Justin Bieber to Diddy?
But court documents from the Lil Rod lawsuit add a troubling layer to the story. The documents reveal a conversation where Mr. Combs allegedly informed Rod that he had engaged in sexual activities with two prominent figures, a rapper and an R&B singer. The footnotes hint that one was a well-known Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, and the other was a successful R&B artist who had a Vegas residency. Fans quickly pieced it together, concluding that Meek Mill was the rapper, while Usher was the R&B singer mentioned. Aside from these claims, Usher has openly discussed the chaotic nature of his time at Diddy's Puffy Flavor camp. Interestingly, Diddy himself once let slip that he and Usher shared a bed when Usher was still a young. This revelation came during a party that Usher hosted with comedian Kevin Hart.
I remember when I saw that, that was crazy. Kevin said, "Did you realize what you just said out your mouth?" You know what I mean? And that's where the no Diddy started.
Diddy attempted to brush it off as they were fighting over Frosted Flakes. But Kevin Hart's quick deflection couldn't erase the implications of what was said. It's puzzling to see Usher covering for Diddy, yet it makes sense when you consider how traumatic experiences can shape a person's behavior. Usher isn't alone in this. Other male artists have felt Diddy's influence in unsettling ways. Meek Mill, for example, has found himself under scrutiny as well. Named in the Lil Rod lawsuit, he has been accused of having sexual encounters with Diddy, and this speculation has sparked his erratic behavior online. Jaguar Wright, in a recent interview with Storm Monroe, didn't hold back. She suggested that Meek had been involved with Diddy multiple times, even branding him a power bottom. She implied that his high-profile relationship with Nicki Minaj was a strategic move to mask his rumored affairs with Diddy. This isn't the first time Jaguar has hinted at Meek's struggles within the industry. In a separate interview with Real Life Productions, she alleged that Meek might have been used by the Smiths during a mentorship encounter. She described a dark side of the industry where young men have reportedly fled from elite circles, desperate to escape the manipulative dynamics masked as mentorship.
Do y'all believe this is really happening? Because I don't know. I'm just asking. Do y'all believe this? Because all this is new to me. So y'all been out here, because like I said, I've been going 26 years. Do y'all believe that there's really secret society that you got these young men trying to run away from them because they're pressing them to get... Okay, let's get this going.
Is anyone really surprised that Will and Jada are close friends with Diddy? The connections between these Hollywood figures often raise eyebrows, especially when considering the swirling rumors about Meek Mill allegedly being Diddy's side piece. If that's true, it's not far-fetched to think he might have been introduced to the Smiths for their own escapades. Old photos and videos of Meek Mill have resurfaced since the lawsuit started dropping, sparking a wave of questions among fans. For instance, there's a picture of Meek and Diddy in matching pajamas, looking like they just had a cozy sleepover. Then there's the viral footage of Meek lounging in a pool while Diddy affectionately calls him Daddy. Two grown men using that term for each other? Not exactly the norm. Even more telling is a clip of Meek performing at a club. Diddy's reaction when Meek raps a certain line is telling. He looks like he's having a moment of nostalgia or something deeper. In his defense, Meek has gone to great lengths to prove his heterosexuality. He spent a whole week on Twitter insisting that he's all about women, emphasizing his conquests. In one tweet, he claimed, "When I got a girl around me, I'm effing her twice a day," trying to drive the point home. He even took a jab at rappers who embrace more flamboyant styles, stating, "I come from that gangsta is surviving in the jungle." Meek Mill has gone as far as blaming the media for trying to tarnish his reputation and derail his latest music release. He's vocal about how the narrative surrounding him often paints him as either a snitch or someone who's gay. "We're generating hundreds of millions from music," he claims. "It's not a coincidence they call us all gay and snitches. Remember when Diddy sold his entire music catalog for $200 million last year? Still, he managed to bring Justin back on board for a track titled Moments. In announcing this collaboration, Justin reminisced about pitching a song to Diddy when he was just 14. Sadly, the song was trash, he admitted, recalling that it would have been a hard no from Diddy. Fast forward a few years, and Justin found himself freestyling for Diddy's album. Full circle moment. Love you, Diddy, he wrote, leaving fans wondering about the nature of their connection. What's even more unsettling is a video circulating online showing Justin at a party with Diddy and The Game, where they're seen giving him drinks. The situation surrounding Justin Bieber and Diddy has taken a dark turn, with lingering questions about what really transpired at that party. While it's unclear what kind of drinks were involved, there are speculations that they may have been spiked. This is particularly troubling considering reports of Justin being passed around by Diddy and his friends during the event. It's hard to imagine what thoughts raced through his mind in that unsettling atmosphere. Like Usher, Justin has kept quiet about his experiences with Diddy, though he did release a documentary reflecting on the challenges he faced growing up in the industry. Watching that film is heart-wrenching. However, a source close to Justin has hinted that he might be open to confronting his relationship with Diddy, especially if it aids in ongoing investigations. While he prefers not to speak publicly about their dynamic, he may be compelled to do so. It remains uncertain whether Justin now recognizes certain past interactions with Diddy as crossing a line.
Hey, y'all, let me ask y'all this, right? When Diddy's trial start, do you think Justin Bieber's going to be called as a witness, subpoenaed, meaning have to go? And could you imagine what it's going to be like to see Justin Bieber sitting on the stand being cross-examined by the prosecutor? And it'll probably be a female prosecutor to make him feel real comfortable, relax him, and get him to open up and speak about certain things. And he has a lot of trauma within him. So obviously that trauma is going to explode and he's going to break down on the stand and certain things is going to be said during that emotional point that's going to shock the world. Are y'all ready for this? This is a child that grew up that have a lot of trauma and a lot of issues and a lot of things that he's holding in, whatever they are. Not saying that the allegations are true or false, but for them to cross-examine him on the stand, you could imagine how they're going to break down that inner spirit that's been haunting him. Let's start this thing, man.
But if necessary, he may address it. Jaguar Wright exposes Diddy tapes. Jaguar Wright has made shocking claims that Sean Diddy Combs allegedly sold a controversial freak-off party video for an eye-watering $500 million on the dark web. Wright, known...
Yeah, if he did that, that sounds like blackmail. That means that he got somebody on tape saying, give me $500 million or else I'm going to put this on the black web so everybody could see it and cold disrespect you and lay you out, you know, what I got you doing, if that's what's happening. And that's why they feel that he don't deserve bail or need to get out, because he might have other hidden tapes that only he could get to when he get out. And if he get out on bail, they thinking that he going to run and get these tapes and going to expose someone that they don't want him to expose.
For her explosive allegations against the disgraced rapper, discussed the ramifications of this sale in a recent interview that's gone viral. She suggested that Diddy is in dire financial need. The last freak-off tape that just got sold on the dark net, which I monitored, went for $500 million, Wright revealed. When asked whether Diddy is being protected by his associates or if he's protecting them, she bluntly stated, he's selling it because he needs the cash, referencing an event in Calabasas that allegedly captured some of the party's wild moments. Adding to the intrigue, a resurfaced video of Justin Bieber highlights his concern for Billie Eilish amid Diddy's recent legal troubles, including arrest on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. In a 2020 interview with Apple Music's Zane Lowe, Bieber expressed a desire to shield Eilish from the harsh realities of the music industry, reflecting on his own tumultuous experiences. "I just want to protect her. I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody," Bieber said, his emotions evident as he...
So imagine him on the stand with those emotions. Just look at this young man and picture him on the stand taking an oath to tell the truth, nothing but the truth. So help him God. And then his lawyer is sitting there telling him, "Tell the truth, Justin."
He recalled the immense pressures he faced after skyrocketing to fame at just 14 years old. "It was hard for me being that young in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone telling me they loved me, only to turn their backs on you in a second," he shared, shedding light on the darker side of celebrity life and his traumatic experiences with his mentors. In a recently surfaced TikTok video, Wright made some startling claims about Diddy and his alleged attempts to gain control over Justin Bieber during the young singer's rise to fame. According to Wright, Diddy struggled to get a hold of Bieber until Usher intervened. She alleged that Usher helped the now-disgraced mogul by managing Bieber and then handing him over to Diddy for a brief period of 48 hours. Wright suggested that there were concerns about Diddy's intentions, describing his approach to Bieber as somewhat predatory. She recounted how Usher discovered this and took on the role of managing Bieber, promising to protect him before ultimately sending him to Diddy. Does Usher still sound like a good guy now that everyone knows what Diddy is really like? She questioned. The video wrapped up with Wright emphasizing, "They did not see the intentions were in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there." This revelation comes at a time when Usher has seemingly wiped his tweets from X, formerly known as Twitter, claiming his account was hacked. This incident occurred shortly after Diddy's arrest, as he faces serious charges that could lead to a prison sentence of up to 15 years. Combs is currently detained in a Brooklyn jail facing serious charges. Recent developments during his trial have unveiled troubling details about his notorious freak-off parties, which reportedly involved violence and threats used to coerce women into drug-fueled orgies with male escorts. These revelations led to Diddy's bail being denied twice. In a recent interview, Jaguar Wright alleged that videos being sold on the dark web feature high-profile names like Justin Bieber, Chris Brown, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, and Drake. While some fans entertained the possibility of her claims regarding dark web trading, many criticized her for name-dropping and spreading sensationalized rumors about other celebrities. Wright, a longtime backup singer for Jay-Z and Industry Insider, explained how dark coin is utilized to prevent videos from leaking on the dark web. She remarked that most people are unaware of the dark coin's existence and its role in the underground trading of illicit materials. A video featuring Kevin Hart from Jumanji and Ashton Kutcher from That 70s Show has resurfaced, generating buzz as they discuss Diddy's legendary parties. While the authenticity of their claims is still under scrutiny, fans are now calling on stars like Justin Bieber, Usher, and Kutcher, who have previously worked with Diddy, to speak out about the allegations. Adding to the controversy, Jamie Foxx has been linked to recording videos at Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. Reports indicate that Foxx attended these gatherings intending to document the activities, notably following Diddy around during a pool party at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Yo, if Jamie Foxx followed Diddy around at the pool party at the hotel, documenting everything, you already know it. They're going to run up in Jamie's house next to get them tapes. Let's keep it moving.
Recently, Foxx opened up about a serious health scare he experienced in April 2023, which resulted in his hospitalization. The ordeal began with a severe headache, leading him to take an Advil from a friend, but it spiraled into a 20-day blackout in his memory, accompanied by significant health complications. In a surprising twist, Fox hinted that his health scare was connected to an attempt on his life, allegedly orchestrated by Diddy. In conversations surrounding his hospitalization, he alluded to the intense secrecy and scrutiny that followed his medical emergency, suggesting darker implications tied to his experiences at Diddy's notorious parties. Cat Williams, a fellow comedian, has publicly backed these claims, asserting that Fox's health issues were not mere coincidences, but rather linked to Diddy's alleged efforts to silence him. Williams suggested that Fox's hospitalization was a direct result of him distancing himself from Diddy's controversial activities, hinting at attempts to protect certain secrets regarding those events. Jaguar Wright has long been vocal about Diddy's questionable behavior, and it seems the tide is finally shifting in favor of her claims. Fans online are expressing their concern for Justin, with one comment resonating, "I'm concerned for Justin. I hope he can get through this. He was clearly a victim and does not seem as strong as Cassie." The outpouring of support highlights the ongoing struggle many young artists face in an industry that can be both glamorous and predatory.
Now, that's where we at, right? Could you believe that all this is tied to one man and he got away with this for so long? If it's true. But everything is going to come out because now we're in an age of technology where everybody's filming and picturing and documenting. So there's so many tapes. And that's why they have, like I said, the dark web where you could go and buy these tapes. Where people put up still shots of the pictures, you know, compromising things. Say, I got the whole tape. What's your bid? And that's where they go with it. But that's what this has turned to. If you got anything you want me to report on, please send it to the phone number on the screen, 917-680-9091. And let's keep this thing moving. If you subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Don't forget the like button. Instagram, follow me, Unique Mecca Audio, and Cash App is on the screen. Make sure you hit the icon that says it was created in 2020.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
What?
Fresh out the can of 26, yeah. Heat back on the strip, getting back in the mix. Yeah. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Yeah. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca Audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now you trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours, so we can give back to the